We're at Seed Consultants Field Day, and I catch up with Bill McDonald. He's on the agronomy team, and we're not talking corn or beans just yet. We're talking weeds. You walked in with some weeds, and first of all, where'd you get the weeds you have?
These all came locally here. We're starting to see a big population of Palmer amaranth and water hemp in the local counties here, and it's something that we need to start fighting, and I just brought these in so to help farmers identify what's what.
Do you remember what I said when you carried this one in? I said red root pigweed, and you're like, it's pigweed family, but it's not. So let's start identification. How do we tell the difference?
Okay, basically, if it looks like a pigweed, it probably is a pigweed, but we got different species of each type of pigweed. For example, here's our water hemp. If you notice, if you look at the stem very closely, you'll see that there is no hair on that stem. There is no hair on the leaves. They have a shiny appearance, and both water hemp and pigweed, or water hemp and Palmer, both have that trait. But the biggest difference to tell the two apart is to take this leaf off, the petiole off right at the stem, and fold it over. And on a water hemp, it's not going to go to the end. But the difference is if you take a Palmer amaranth and pull that. If I can find one here real quick.
Right here.
Pull that off.
This one?
Yeah, let's pull one. Here we go. Pull that off, fold that over. As you can see, the petiole is longer than the leaf itself. So that's one quick way of identifying it. You know, just always remember that if it looks like a pigweed but there's no hair on it, it's probably one of these two weeds, either a Palmer or a water hemp.
Now, and obviously, we've got to be concerned with both.
Yes, both. And I don't care which one you've got. If you've got either one, people hear the word Palmer and they panic, but I panic just as much with the word water hemp. It's a very evasive species. Just leave a few out there and you'll find out that you got a lot next year. Run the combine through it one more time and you got it all over the field. So takes about 3 years.
What else do you have with it?
Right here, I've got the pigweed, and if we can zoom in on that, we can see the difference here. We got a stem with hair on it, and this happens to be a red root pigweed. You can tell the pigweed species by the nice rosette that they have. They're actually a pretty weed, but if you look at the stem itself, you're going to find hair. The leaves look a lot. These look a lot like the Palmer leaves, but they've got hair on them too. So that's the big way you can tell the difference. But as far as both these species go, the water hemp and the Palmer both, we got to get a handle on them. We got to use residuals, and if it gets bad enough, we need to overlay residuals. When we go out to do our post work, we need to put something else on their top, whether it be a warrant or a zidua or an outlook or something that is going to give us some more residual for this weed.
Great opportunity to learn. One of the things you never expect at a field day on corn and beans is to better understand weeds, and you probably ought to benchmark this video so you'll be able to go back and remind yourself what you might have in your field in case you run into it this year at harvest time. I've been visiting with Bill McDonald on the agronomy team here at Seed Consultants.